Hello and welcome, my friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending some time with me today and watching this reading. And this reading is going to be my group reading for the rise of Sagittarius. On November 23rd, Sagittarius is going to roar into place. With a blaze of fire, we're going to have that switching of the guard. We can thank Scorpio for all it provided and supported us with over the last month and embrace this amazing fire sign. And we kind of need this fire sign right now. That Sagittarius, adventurous, optimistic energy will go a long way in helping us over some of these global bumps and stumbles and help us overcome some challenges in our own life. We need this mutable fire energy now more than ever. That bit of flexibility and inquisitivity that the Sagittarius zodiac sign brings with it is going to help us explore and understand our situation and us more thoroughly. Sagittarius, being that fire sign, it doesn't back down, and it is driven by that intellectual exploration. And that's exactly what we need right now, is that insight and understanding. How we can better use this time for us, for our greater good. And when I was looking at decks, there was really only 2 decks I could go with. I had to go, of course, with the Tarot Draconis and then the Dragon Oracle. If you're going to have this fire sign that's driven by intellect and knowledge, well, you're looking at that dragon. That fiery, wise spirit, which both decks really encompass. And of course, like always, I do have links below to both these dragon-tastic decks, so should they speak to you, well, you can go check them out for yourselves. Now the selections, of course, this first selection is for my friends who have Sagittarius in their astrological chart, no matter whether it's your sun sign, your birth sign, or if it happens to rise somewhere within that chart. If Sagittarius is a zodiac that is important to you, well, this is your reading. If Sagittarius does not appear in your chart anywhere, well, we have 2 other selections. I've got the Ammolite and then the Tiger Eye. I want you to choose which of these 3 piles resonates with you and is correct for you. Then go into the description box below. There you'll find a timestamp. There are timestamps for each selection. You click on that correlating timestamp, it will take you straight to your reading, and I will see you there, my friends. Hello and welcome, my Sagittarius friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the tarot and the oracle cards here, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what the Sagittarius wants to share with my Sagittarius friends. What wisdom, insight, knowledge, and support does Sagittarius have for my Sagittarius friends? Well, we're getting to the heart of the matter right away. The 9 of Swords. Sagittarius is not happy to see how our current situation and the global situation has caused such challenges in our everyday. Sagittarius in itself is such an optimistic zodiac, and to see the challenges that everyone is facing, well, it too feels that sadness, that heartache. But thankfully, this is Sagittarius we're talking about. Yes, it can feel it. It's a passion, fire-based zodiac. but it more acknowledges how it's impacting us as a collective. Sagittarius, well, it looks for that way out. We're focused in on that intellect. We're focused in on that courage, that drive to go forward, to push yourself in pursuit of that knowledge. Now, we have that knowledge here. Swords are truth and knowledge. The reason we struggle so much with this suit is that we attach emotion. And we should. However, we shouldn't let it pen us in. We shouldn't feel stuck. It's that low vibrational energy that's causing this. There are events and situations that occur that we attach happiness, love, joy, and we use that to our advantage. It fuels us. It helps us to move on. And we use it in carrying it in our heart to support us in overcoming any of the challenges that we're going to face. Like I said, it fuels us. There are also situations that we have that fear and heartache attached to it. We're not letting go or allowing it to support us in moving forward. Rather, it's causing stagnation. It's causing this stuckness. Well, in your birth zodiac, and by the way, for many of you, happy birthday. But this birth zodiac is going to help you break free of these chains, take that knowledge, and allow you to move yourself forward. We have to move past the pain, using our head rather than our heart, to explore that information. The information will truly set us free. It's going to help break patterns and shift gears for us. So that knowledge, and as a Sagittarian, that knowledge is golden for you. Taking that time, looking at that situation, event, and what your challenge is with that critical mind. We need to ask the questions that are hard to ask and look at the information for information's sake rather than emotion's sake. When we assess what's happening, that's when we're going to see that pattern. And we're going to be able to break free of that pattern and shift gears. We've been able to do this in the past, and we can do it again. This time, we have more knowledge, more life experience, and tools at our disposal to help us with this. Judgment, the 20th card in the Major Arcana. Like I said, we have more tools and more experience. We need to use those aspects that are right at hand to our advantage. And one of those aspects, one of those tools, is, of course, our high vibrational support team. They're there. They will help guide us through this maze, gain the knowledge we need, heal from whatever emotion and fear is attached, so that you can move forward, feeling stronger and more invigorated. It's up to us to ask for the information, the support, and guidance. And this is a big one, guys. Be open to the information that comes back. Many times we don't like to hear what is being shared with us, and many times we know that what's being shared with us is truly the answer when we look at our hearts of hearts. However, we're looking at shifting things. We're looking at breaking free of a pattern that has caused some false stability, some false protection in our life, and we're outgrowing it. It's the same as when we were children. We would have that favorite stuffy or blankie that we needed to go with us everywhere. It's what soothed us. It helped us move forward. Well, we outgrow that. We find stability and strength within ourselves. And the same is true today. Sagittarius is going to support you in that evolution and growth. And don't worry, it's not going to be earth-shattering. We're not looking at the tower here. We're looking at that strong step forward. Those baby steps. Creating stability in your everyday and reinforcing the stability you have within yourself. Oh, my cards are catching up. The Emperor, the 4th card in the Major Arcana. Now, I love tarot because it gives you a physical depiction of what I'm receiving from the high vibrational support world. And that's one of the reasons that it works so well as a divinational tool, because sometimes you are literally like beaten with the information. It's just like, bam, there it is. You don't have to worry about that connection. It's just right there. I just said we need to create that stability within ourselves, and here it is. We need that stability to strengthen us. We need to rely on some of those tried and true tools and pieces in our lives that help to reinforce positive stability rather than that low vibrational stability that is so false, that we're building our foundations on right now and which are being rocked. That's what 2020 has done. Back in 2019, I started to say in the fall that 2020 was going to be a foundational year. I just didn't understand how pivotal that was. And we're creating that strong, positive, high vibrational foundation. So the growth that we see not only is more meaningful, but it aligns us to our soul's deeper purpose. And I know it's kind of a clickbait sentence, but it's true. When we're connecting in and participating in activities that align to our soul's deeper purpose, things go right. We feel amazing. We feel fulfilled. We get abundances in aspects and pieces that we didn't even think of. Opportunities pop open that you couldn't see because we were too stuck in that everyday low vibrational gunky yuckiness. That stability, it's going to go a long way. We can create structure within our day, and sometimes that structure, depending on our personality, could mean scheduling it in. Scheduling in time to break free, work on ourselves, and create that stability. Sagittarius isn't just going to hand it over to you. It's an opportunity, something you can embrace, something that you can incorporate into your everyday. When we do that, we're being an active participant in our life, and, well, we're going to make that shift. No one else can do it for you but you. The 8 of Wands. In tarot, 8s are a movement and manifestation card. And that's what you were going to get out of this. We're going to move away from this into a more connected and fulfilled lifestyle. We're not talking about earth-shattering change here. We're not asking people to do something that would cause them great anxiety. I'm a big believer in small, steady steps that reinforce aspects and pieces that are already going right. We're not reinventing a wheel. We're using our natural skills and abilities to our advantage. And when you combine it with that amazing insight and guidance, well, we have that direction. It's our perseverance and our courage and determination that's going to get the job done. And you've got Sagittarius in your blood. That courage, that determination, it's going to work for you. We need to use that stubborn streak that Sagittarius is known for to your advantage. Focusing it in on breaking free of this pattern and embracing some amazing high vibrational abundance. Sagittarius, well, it has a soft spot for its own children and will open those doors and those opportunities wide for you. And that's the movement that we're looking at. Wands are about that passion base. And, well, you've got Sagittarius, and that's a passion-based zodiac sign. Using that passion, your creativity, to your advantage. Making those shifts and changes, and not just making shifts and changes for shifts and changes' sake. It's connecting in and finding that fulfillment that we're missing. That's truly going to break that pattern and cycle. Let's look at some blessings. And I know, Sagittarius, you guys are not all about the frou-frou. This is about knowledge. This is about doing. Don't mess me around. But a few blessings goes a long way in helping that optimism that Sagittarius is known for. What blessings can my Sagittarius friends embrace for the rise of Sagittarius? I like how we ended off with that explosion. When you look at it, it's just like, yeah, baby! And that's the go big or go home of Sagittarius. Kind of sums everything up for you. And that's what we need. We need this passion-based spark rather than this penned-in stagnation. The Golden Atlantean Dragon helps you remember the wisdom of Golden Atlantis. And Atlantis, many of us were fortunate enough to partake in and enjoy ourselves in that lifetime, in that span. Well, we need to reconnect in with some of that energy and wisdom to formulate solutions that are going to, well, get us out of where we are, get us unstuck. Creating that solution that will bring in, of course, more possibilities and more opportunities that help you align yourself better. That past knowledge, that's going to help us. We've lived through some pretty extreme situations. We can use past tools and skills and amend them. We have lifetimes of experience on how to create and maneuver through challenges. We need to use that to our advantage. The more we connect into that past, and no, I'm not asking for people to do something extreme like a past life regression. That's a pretty extreme tool. Reflect back into pieces and aspects that, well, have meaning and you use on a regular basis. They stem from somewhere. We can use our critical thinking skills to amend them and mold them into something that is going to be very useful for us, especially when we have that guidance of our support team who have access to the knowledge that we were going to need. Past life regression can be really a serious and sometimes traumatic event to go through. I encourage people to connect into your support team. Take that baby step that is going to be more helpful in the long run. We're already dealing with a lot. We don't need to know how we died in past lifetimes or how the challenges of Atlantis impacted us. We need that knowledge, and our team has that knowledge that we need. In October, I did a number of meditations where you connect in with various support team members. Fantastic meditations that you can use to help you gain the insight you need. They're easy, they're free, and you can use them as many times as you need. It's a tool that can support you in achieving the knowledge in a non-aggressive way. We need the knowledge. not the whole package. The white gold dragon connects you to the highest Christ light. Now, I know lots of people are really triggered by the word Christ. He's actually a fantastic individual to channel. His energy is fantastic. Now, you have to remember, Christ is not an omnipresent being, so cannot always come when asked. He is an ascended master. However, if you ever get the chance to do it, I suggest just saying, hey, when you got the chance, come see me, because it's quite the conversation. His beliefs on the Bible are really funny, actually. So, I digress. Christ's light is the universal light. And it's that universal energy that's going to help heal us and help move us away from the stagnation in the heart. We wanted to experience different pieces and aspects, but we didn't want to wallow in them. We wanted to learn and evolve. Right now, we're stuck. We need to ask for the help that's going to support us in overcoming this, whether it be from our high vibrational support team or other high vibrational beings. And don't be surprised when you get into your support team that you don't start seeing an archangel or a dragon or a fairy or a unicorn. That support is in many different forms. We just need to be open to asking for it. Now, one way that we can connect into the Christ light and into some high vibrational support for healing and moving forward is another meditation I did with Archangel Christiel. It's a healing meditation. Archangel Christiel, she's a higher vibrational archangel who's been working with these amazing high vibrational beings. She's done a lot of work with the dragons and the unicorns, and she has an amazing way of converting a masculine Christ energy or universal energy into a feminine energy with the same levels of support and healing that the masculine does. And many of us prefer the nurturing support of the Christiel energy versus the Christ energy. And the best part is that Archangel Christiel is an omnipresent being, so you can call on her and she will be with you. She's an amazing, gentle energy that will support you in connecting and healing what we need to so we can enjoy that big boom. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and you're able to gain some insight and direction into the Sagittarius Zodiac sign. And again, I want to wish you guys the happiest of birthdays, no matter where it lies, between November 23rd to December 21st. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, my friends. That really does help others find me in the sea of YouTube and strengthen our community. And that community is so important right now. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There is so much more coming your way, my friends, and the best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to support me in making more, I do have a Patreon page. And I know lots of people have them. And of course, I've got lots of tiers and perks. And not surprisingly, those perks, you're looking at free readings and healings. Additionally, I also have a Patreon exclusive library of videos just for my supporters. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Sagittarius friends. Hello and welcome, my Ammolite friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the tarot and the oracle cards, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what Sagittarius has to share with my Ammolite friends. What insight, wisdom, guidance, and support does Sagittarius have for my Ammolite friends? The Four of Wands. Fours, of course, are that stable foundational number. That wand, we're all about the fire. That fiery passion and courage of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is offering you that rite of passage, that shift and that change that we're so needing right now. And it's not going to be a dreary, sluggish change. It's one of celebration, of excitement. That Four of Wands is a celebratory card. We're going to enjoy this process because we are going to be continuously positively rewarded. When we start to take that first small step, the universe will encourage us. Sagittarius will encourage us. And the next, and again, that celebration, that excitement, and that reward. Those abundances, they're there. We just need to embrace them. So the time of Sagittarius, between November 23rd and December 21st, you're going to see that movement be a lot more fun. That energy is going to shift around you. Embracing what's going right and, well, following that path. It's up to us to embrace this amazing, fiery, courageous energy and use it to our advantage. The Queen of Wands. We remain, of course, in that fiery suit. The suit of Sagittarius. We've got that amazing, optimistic, and adventurous energy that's going to be all around us. We can utilize it to our advantage. Because when we incorporate things and make them our own, that's when we get those amazing results. Those unknown and unseen conclusions and solutions. We need to use everything that's right around us. Those tools, your skills, those energies, bring them into us, make it our own, and create a solution that is for us. A cookie cutter solution isn't going to cut it. We're not going to find that rite of passage, that next stage in trying to do something that other people are doing, because what they're doing works for them in the way that they're currently doing it. That's their way, and it's going to work for them. For us, we're going to find that it doesn't work as well. We don't get the same results, and most importantly, the same fulfillment and those positive rewards, that reinforcement of amazing abundances. We won't see it. It's not our own, and we need that ownership, that individuality in our answers. We need to seek out the knowledge, seek out the way that is going to be ours, and truly ours, and then incorporate it into our world. Because that solution, it needs that creativity. It needs our creativity and our individuality. That's what's going to make the difference, especially under this Sagittarius reign. We need to embrace that stubbornness that comes with the Sagittarius energy. When we're stubborn with what we're doing, how we're doing it, because it needs to have that fulfillment and meaning, when we're holding true to ourselves and our beliefs, that's when we're going to get those creative answers that we're looking for. So sometimes that stubborn energy can be used to our advantage. the Nine of Wands. Not shockingly that you guys are getting such a fire-filled reading. Sagittarius is known for its fiery, impatient, and courageous energy. And we really need this now more than ever to get us unstuck and get us going and reconnecting in to what we had started. 2020 really did derail us. We were starting to move and see progression, and then, well, we got slammed by the tower. That tower situation on a global scale started to strike. Back in 2019, I started to tell everybody that 2020 was going to be a foundational year. We're going to reinforce our foundation, have a very stable environment to start to grow off of, because we need this growth to prepare ourselves for 2030. We're seeing an energetical shift occurring in that decade. Around 2032 is where I'm seeing it now. I have been told it can fluctuate a little bit. However, we have that time to reestablish that foundation. And I knew that 2020 was that starting of that foundation. Foundational year. We have, well, broke the mold. We've really got things down to basics. And we need to start to get back to that path, back to where we were. We had made some amazing progress. We started shifting and we started to feel really good. 2020 was going to be amazing. Well, it was amazingly exciting, to say the least. We need to get back to where we were to continue our growth, continue that journey, and most importantly, start to rebuild our foundation in a meaningful and high vibrational way. And of course, this amazing fiery zodiac, it's going to help us. We're going to start to clear out some of that stuff that isn't working, that doesn't feed that passion, that high vibrational purpose, and that does slow you down, so that you are able to allow new growth, emerging skills and abilities that are going to be a positive support for you, rather than a stuck, stagnant situation that we're dealing with. So the reign of Sagittarius is going to be amazing for you guys. We're going to be able to take that rite of passage and start to clear things out and move things around so that it's more meaningful, that it's right for you. And that rightness, it's going to pay off. The Eight of Pentacles. Now, eights themselves are about movement and manifestation. And then you have that pentacle of growth and abundance. When we connect in to this rite of passage, to making things more in tune and align with us, that's when we're going to see that growth and that abundance follow suit. When things start to connect in, they start to make sense, you have fulfillment, joy, and of course that passion in what you're doing, that's when things start to fall into place. Like I said, we're positively rewarded. And then when things continue to go well, we continue to focus in on it. That abundance follows suit. We need to be mindful of where we're sending our energies. This is not going to be as easy as I'm saying, because you will have resistance. You will be bombarded by the latest statistics and what's happening globally. Your ego will tantrum. Keeping your eye on the prize and what's fulfilling and life-giving, remaining in that high vibration rather than getting clawed back in to that low vibrational energy of fear and heartache, will go a long way in this movement and getting what's going to support you into place, rather than getting stuck again in that stickiness and that heaviness of fear and heartache. Let's go on to some blessings. Now, Sagittarius is not a frou-frou zodiac sign. Really connects in with that knowledge and that movement. However, some blessings does connect into the optimism that Sagittarius has. What blessings, can my Ammolite friends embrace during the rise of Sagittarius? Green Gold Dragon brings universal knowledge to your spiritual pathway. We have to remember that, well, honestly, we have such a microscopic view of what's happening. We need that support. We need the high vibrational beings to support us in our journey, to support us with that guidance, that knowledge, so we can realign ourselves, so we can get back to that soul's deeper purpose. And those high vibrational beings are truly the key to embracing and seeing these amazing opportunities, these pathways that are going to, well, sidestep a lot more pain and heartache, help break patterns, and help you understand what isn't working and what is. We need to use our words, and we need to connect into this amazing support system that is right there. And like us, when we're watching Big Brother or any other voyeuristic television show, we yell at the screen. I know that they're sitting there saying, no, do this, you're doing it wrong, go, 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 you got this. Why are we stopping? You've got this. We have an amazing cheering squad. We just need to slow down and pay attention to them. Calling them in and asking for that support. Setting intentions for you and them helps to bring down that law of free will, allowing them to step in and support you. And that intention helps you to slow down and focus in on the message that needs to be shared. Archangel Gabriel's dragon brings purification, also brings knowledge. We need that knowledge, we need that healing. It goes a long way in opening us up to these amazing possibilities, freeing us from that baggage and, well, releasing stuff so we have more room for these possibilities, these emerging aspects that are going to be more life-giving than some of the stuff that's weighing us down. And Archangel Gabriel and her amazing dragons, well, they can support you with this process. Many moons ago, I did a meditation with Archangel Gabriel. Be a fantastic meditation to visit or revisit, to gain some added guidance, gain some added clarification on how to go forward, how to use what you have right now to your advantage, and most importantly, how to make it your own. Archangel Gabriel, she's got some amazing insight and guidance. And also in that meditation, we focused in on communication, helping to release and remove some of those blockages from hearing the information you need to and sharing the information you need to on both the physical and spiritual planes. And that will go a long way in what you're trying to achieve right now, and then, of course, gain added direction and insight into what you need to do for the future. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and they were able to gain some insight and direction into what Sagittarius wants to share with you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really does help people find me in the sea of YouTube, which helps to increase and expand our community, support more people with their healing and growth. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There is so much more amazing coming your way, my friends. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I do have a Patreon page. And I know lots of people have Patreon pages. And of course, I've got lots of tiers and perks. And those perks, well, you're looking at free readings and healings. Additionally, I also have a library of Patreon exclusive videos just for my supporters. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Ammolite friends. Hello and welcome, my Tiger Eye friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the tarot and the oracle cards here, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what Sagittarius wants to share with my Tiger Eye friends. What healing, insight, wisdom, and support does Sagittarius have for my Tiger Eye friends? The Fool. The 0 card in the Major Arcana. We're looking at that new beginning. And it's just not a beginning of a beginning. It's that carefree understanding that the universe has got your back, and no matter what challenges you may face, you are not alone, and you have the tools to overcome that challenge. I know many of us have been pretty beat up over 2020. There's been a lot going on, and well, the challenges and those obstacles, they've really worn us out. Sagittarius wants to rekindle that enthusiasm and excitement for your journey. We signed up to learn and experience so much. And many of us, well, we've stumbled a bit and are now stuck. We need to move past the pain and the fear and be open to those new amazing opportunities and possibilities. Back in 2019, I was starting to predict that 2020 was going to be a foundational year, that we were going to build and create a foundation that was stable and supportive of our growth and development. Because in 2030, around 2032, we're expecting another energetical shift. The more stable we are, the more we're going to get from this shift. The more growth, the more development, and understanding of what this experience is supposed to be. We're going to have a better ability to work with our skills and abilities, because this energy shift is going to help burn away and clear some of these barriers that we're holding on to. It's going to reconnect us into some amazing skills and abilities that we haven't seen in some time. We haven't tapped into them, and well, they're not even in our scope of reality right now because it's been so long, and our energies are nowhere near high enough to embrace them. Sorry, pretty sure this is how many of us feel. And splat. The 5 of Wands. 5s are always a conflict number in tarot. And yeah, we've had a lot of conflict, externally and internally. We can't change how other people respond or how they treat us, per se. We can change us. We can change how we respond to them, which in accordance does make them change or shift. At least it makes them pause to think. If they're coming at us with aggression and fear, and we respond in light and love, it's not the response they're expecting. Many are caught off guard, don't know how to deal with us. So we can, in a way, start to change how people treat us. Many times, individuals will mirror the thoughts and feelings that we have about ourselves back at us. So, the best place to start with some of this ongoing conflict is to start with our ego. Start working on us, strengthening our relationship with us, and minimizing that negative self-talk. I know that can be easier said than done. It can be really easy to fall back into patterns of being overcritical on self, especially when we're being challenged on an ongoing basis. Many weeks ago, I did a meditation with Archangel Raguel regarding rebalancing our thoughts and our beliefs about self. Well, that would be a fantastic meditation to work on, especially during the reign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius doesn't have a lot of patience. It's actually one of the traits that most Sagittarians are known for. They can be pretty overpowering when they're frustrated. We can use the Sagittarian stubbornness and optimism to our advantage here. Sagittarians may be very blunt and, well, limited in patience. However, in general, are usually very optimistic individuals. The same is true about the energies that the Zodiac brings. We need to use that optimistic energy and that drive for knowledge to our advantage, using tools like that meditation to support us in rebalancing the way we treat ourselves. That will limit the conflict that we're feeling within ourselves and minimize some of that conflictual energy that others are presenting, that are mirroring back at ourselves. That conflict, it's slowing us down. We need to stay in the high vibration so we can embrace this amazing journey, this carefree energy that we need to help realign ourselves, to bring us back to where we were before the tower started striking in 2020. We had some movement. We had some growth. We were feeling pretty good. We thought 2020 was going to be an amazing year. Well, in a way it has been. It's been groundbreaking, literally. We want to get back to that growth and that development in a way that isn't so challenging. That high vibrational energy will help open up opportunities and possibilities to bring us back to that journey where things weren't so, well, challenging. The Strength card, the 8th card in the Major Arcana. We're looking at using our skills, our abilities in our own way to get the conclusion and solution that we need. What's more, it's not just us thinking we know what's right. The Strength card is the only major arcana that is twice connected to the universal energy. In the original card that Pamela Coleman Smith drew, she has this maiden gently closing a lion's mouth, and above her head is an infinity symbol, similar to that of the magician. However, there is also a relatively unseen and unknown infinity symbol. Around her waist and around the head of the lion is this beautiful floral garland that forms a second infinity symbol. That dual connection balanced connection to the universe, its wisdom and energy is truly going to help us out. We're going to be able to gain the insight and direction that we're missing. It's going to help us with that journey, that conflict, and of course, that solution. That's going to be an individual solution. Cookie cutter solutions aren't going to cut it. What works for others is probably not going to work for you. Not in the same way. We need that individuality in what we're doing. We need that guidance for ourselves. Because when it's a solution that fits with you and your heart of hearts, well, it's going to make a big difference in that journey, in getting you where you want to be. Additionally, that support from the universal energy to help you with those hidden, emerging aspects and skills that are within ourselves. Help nurture you with who you are. Sagittarius is going to bring you those energies that are going to invigorate, inspire. We've got that passion base, that internal fire of Sagittarius supporting us, that courage, that determination, and that, of course, inquisitive mind, exploring situations and understanding them for your sake, in a way that is meaningful and connected in with you. Regurgitated stuff doesn't fit. We need to have that connection and that fulfillment for it to have meaning and value in our life. The Moon, the 18th card in the Major Arcana, is a card of mystery and the unknown. Well, we are in uncharted territories. We do have to create a solution that isn't so scary. That's going to help us embrace those high vibrational opportunities and aspects that are occurring right now in our everyday. Many of us are so caught up in the fear that we're not pushing ourselves forward. We're turtling and minimizing the impact of what's happening. That's understandable. There's a lot going on. However, we're missing those opportunities. We're missing out on this journey. We need to take that deep breath, use our courage and our determination, that inner fire that we hold in our solar plexus chakra, and embrace that unknown. The moon is also connected in to that goddess energy. And that goddess energy, well, it's going to go a long way in nurturing us and helping us to feel stronger and more able to connect into where it is we want to go and what it is we need to do. Yes, the moon is hidden in mystery, and a lot of that mystery is surrounding that amazing divine feminine energy, which we can embrace. We don't have to be afraid of. So let's go on to some blessings. What blessings can my tiger eye friends embrace for the rise of Sagittarius? And I should say, Sagittarius doesn't do frou-frou well. That's why I don't have a lot of the blessing cards. Sagittarius, of course, is focused in on that knowledge. Frou-frou just is not something it tolerates well. It goes back to that stubborn streak that we see in Sagittarius. However, these blessings do connect into the optimism of Sagittarius. The orange dragon brings soul families and communities together. Many of us are feeling that pinch and burn of isolation. That connection with our astral family, our soul family, helps. We need to have that connection, that support. And with us not being able to, or limited in our connection with our physical support team, that astral support team needs to start to fill in a role, needs to fill that void a bit. Now, again, I think it was last month, I did a meditation with Archangel Mariel, which helped you to gain some tools in overcoming the challenges you were facing, but also helped you to connect in with an astral family member and something that they wanted to share with you. It's a fantastic meditation to help you with that connection. And that connection is very important right now. Additionally, so is our creativity in connecting in with our physical support team. We need to rethink how we're doing things right now. We need to keep everybody safe and, well, healthy. Reevaluating what we're doing to make it a stronger and positive solution for you and those around you. That support, it's an invaluable key to what we're trying to achieve. We were never meant to do this journey alone, and nor should we try. That isolation, it causes more aggression and stagnation because it amplifies that fear and heartache. The green gold dragon, bring universal knowledge to your spiritual path. Like I said earlier, that knowledge, that guidance, it's essential. We have such a minuscule view of the big picture. We need that knowledge and we need that guidance. Both pieces are going to help us align to a path that is more meaningful and fulfilling for you, for your path and life. This is your journey, and that knowledge, it needs to resonate with you so you can make it part of your solution and conclusion. When we take that guidance and that support, we're able to free ourselves and clear ourselves out of some of that built up low vibrational gunkiness. That release, it's just as important. We need to get rid of what's not working because we're going to create amazing new possibilities and have emerging skills and abilities that we need space for. We only have so much space within ourselves, both on the spiritual and physical sides. We need to release what's not working and focus in on what is, allowing for that shift to naturally occur. And that shift can be slow, steady progression. I'm not a big fan of that leap of faith. I know the Fool is part of that leap of faith mentality. However, that's not what I'm getting here. We need that stability. We need that support. When we have that intentional, slow, steady progression, we feel, well, more stable. We have that foundation to grow. And we're less likely to revert to past coping mechanisms, past belief systems that aren't serving us because we don't get that fear response. We have that stability and we have the knowledge and direction we need to go on. And that reinforces what we're trying to do, that growth and that development. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and you're able to gain some direction and insight into what Sagittarius wants to share with you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really does help people find me in the sea of YouTube and helps to strengthen our community. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There is so much more coming your way, my friends. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page. And I know lots of people have them. And of course, I've got lots of tiers and perks. Those perks, you're looking at free readings and healings. I additionally have a library of Patreon exclusive videos, just for my supporters. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my tiger eye friends.